So how much gold could you buy for $1,500? Well, that depends on where you get your gold. Let's talk mole conversions. You can choose between purchasing an ounce of 18 karat gold, a gold alloy with 75% gold, or 35 grams of a gold-bearing compound called aurothioglucose with a molecular formula of gold, sulfur, C6H11O5. Which do you think has more gold atoms? Let's do the calculation for aurothioglucose first. We're gonna start with 35 grams of this compound. We're gonna need to determine the number of gold atoms in it. We can use the formula AuSC6H11O5 to determine the molar mass of the compound, which is 392.23 grams per mole. We can use this molar mass to determine the moles of aurothioglucose, and from there, determine the moles of gold atoms. Let's set up our calculation using dimensional analysis. Starting with 35 grams of aurothioglucose, we can convert this mass to moles by multiplying 1 mole over 392.23 grams. The grams in the denominator of the molar mass cancel the grams of 35 grams. This gives us the moles of aurothioglucose. We can then use Avogadro's number to convert the number of moles of aurothioglucose to its number of molecules. To convert moles of aurothioglucose to molecules, we multiply 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd molecules over 1 mole. The moles cancel out, leaving us with the molecules of aurothioglucose. From formula for aurothioglucose, AuSC6H11O5, we can actually see that each molecule contains 1 atom of gold. We now convert the molecules of aurothioglucose to atoms of gold by multiplying by 1 atom of gold over 1 molecule of aurothioglucose. Carrying out the math gives us 5.37 times 10 to the 22nd atoms of gold. So now let's calculate the number of atoms in 1 ounce of 18 karat gold. We use the same process, but using different conversion factors. We're gonna start with 1 ounce that is 75% gold. We can convert 75% into a decimal and multiply, giving us 0.75 ounces of gold. We know that there are 16 ounces in a pound and 2.2 pounds in a kilogram. We can use these to convert ounces to grams. 0.75 ounces of gold times 1 pound over 16 ounces gives us pounds of gold. Multiplying this by 1 kilogram over 2.2 pounds yields kilograms of gold. Then multiplying by 1,000 grams over 1 kilogram gets us to grams of gold. We can now do what we did earlier, convert grams to moles and then moles to atoms. Almost there, I promise, we're almost there. We multiply the grams of gold by 1 mole over 197 grams, which is the molar mass of gold. We then multiply by 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd atoms over 1 mole. This is gonna give us our answer, 6.51 times 10 to the 22nd atoms of gold. We found that there are 5.37 times 10 to the 22nd atoms of gold in the aurothioglucose and 6.51 times 10 to the 22nd atoms of gold in the 18 karat gold. 6.51 times 10 to the 22nd is actually larger than 5.37 times 10 to the 22nd. So we can conclude that there are more atoms of gold in 1 ounce of 18 karat gold than there are in 35 grams of aurothioglucose. If you're anything like me, you probably don't have $1,500 to spend on gold. But now, you know more about multi-step conversion.